We gave up some explosive plays over our head on defense. You know, some big pass plays, some good catches by some guys. Devon Flournoy made some big plays again, which is good to see, but that's something we've been really good at this spring and fall, the best since we've been here, about staying deep and not giving up big plays. So obviously we need to work on that, but that's good. And then the other thing was 3 fumbles today. You know, for thud tempo, to have 3 fumbles when it's not tackle and it's not center exchanging like that, you know, just fumbles is a good job by the defensive strips and not a very good job by the offense of taking care of the ball.
Was this Flournoy's best day, maybe, out here?
I think he probably in fall. You know, I think he had a bunch of these in spring. He had a really good spring, and you know, he continues to do that. So it's great to see.
Do you get a sense that maybe with George coming back, that he feels like the competition's ratcheting up and he needs to elevate his game even more?
I don't know. I mean, I think his effort's been great all along. If anything, more than George would probably be Nelson. Nelson's had a couple good days in a row, and really is getting offense down for a true freshman. Takes it very serious. So he probably feels. If he feels pressure, it's probably more from Nelson than George.
When you came in and looked at the roster and who, you know, 2 years ago when you looked at it, you saw Flournoy, did you think he was going to be a guy that was going to develop into someone who would contribute like this?
Well, we try to come in without having any thoughts before we get here on guys or where they were recruited or what they were like, and so we give everybody a clean slate. And you know, he's continued to work hard. He's been behind some really, really good players, and you know that. We need more stories like that. If you look at our roster, where we're not a complete team, is you start looking at backups at the majority of our positions, they have not played at all, a lot of them, and they've not made plays in games, which is unusual. You know, where if you look at our roster, you're not seeing a lot of juniors and seniors that are guys that have played, that have experience, that are quality backups that you have a lot of confidence in because they haven't done it. You know, there's a gap there, and that's happening, you know, with some transfers in those classes as well too.
Why were you out here today on baseball?
Just really the grass kind of worn down there, and just kind of give the day, come out here and maybe a day or two, you know, to try to get the main field back to be tore up.
So it's possible you'll be here tomorrow.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
There was a story on ESPN.com today where you had told Ivan Maisel you estimate that you'd have 71 scholarship players this year. Is that an accurate estimate?
No, I think the conversation was, you know, what would you about redshirt, you know, and then I think I said, you know, we already have, I think we're down to 83, 82 if you look at potential injuries out for season. So so I just kind of estimated about what our redshirts would be. So obviously it's not overall scholarship. That would be guys that weren't redshirting.
Guys that weren't, okay. But you can only have 75 total. Scholarship guys.
I didn't read the article. I'm just assuming what he said.
Your injured guys would be on top of this. Your guys that are out for the year would be on top of this.
Okay, I don't remember the interview.
Okay.
I'm sure he was talking about 70. He probably started with 75, and so that probably went to 73 or something when you look at Devon and Trey, and then whatever it was, the average of redshirt guys. That's probably where that came from.
When does your roster have to be set with those 75? Is there a procedure you have to let the NCAA know these are our 75?
Yeah, you can't have 75 guys on scholarship for next season when school starts, and so or excuse me, over 75.
Okay.
And so we won't.
So first day of school is pretty much. That's, okay.
Yes.